It's my comfort. To me, food is like sex.
So you need to understand that you are in a dangerous situation. At your weight, every part of your body is under strain just to function.
I need this surgery more than anything right now.
That's never a good situation. Right now, I'm taking Ashley to emergency surgery. Taking high doses of pain medication can do a lot of damage to her stomach. She could have a perforated ulcer, and this could be a life-threatening situation for her right now.
When TLC viewers were first introduced to Ashley in 2016, she weighed 672 pounds and couldn't do basic tasks without the help of her young son, Patrick. If you think you've seen it all, think again. Ashley's story is a whirlwind of emotions, setbacks, triumphs, and, of course, some jaw-dropping moments. Before we dive into Ashley Dunn Bratcher's incredible journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. We are bringing you the most jaw-dropping stories from my 600 pounds life and beyond. So grab your popcorn, extra butter, because why not? And let's get into the nitty-gritty of how Ashley took on the ultimate battle against her weight. Trust me, you do not want to miss out.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't have pain. Just about any movement hurts. And just walking the 20 feet from my bed to my bathroom is extremely painful. My weight has made it almost unbearable to get around. The normal things that everybody does is so hard to do when you're my size. And I'm terrified to get in my own bathtub because I almost feel like I'm gonna fall through the floor.
Now, Ashley didn't face this battle alone. She had the support of her husband, Jacob Bratcher, and their son, Patrick Henry. Jacob loved Ashley dearly, but their relationship was strained by her health issues. At her heaviest, Ashley was very dependent on Patrick, who was just 5 years old at the time, to help her around the house. It's like they were holding the ropes for her, but occasionally they'd loosen their grip. Jacob struggled to find the balance between being supportive and enabling her eating habits. Ever try to help someone out of quicksand while holding onto a Big Mac? Yeah, it's complicated.
But I need help with just about everything else. And most of that falls on my 5-year-old son, Patrick. My son helps me with everything. He's my legs in a lot of things. Basically everything that involves standing and walking around a lot, Patrick does for me. Go get the blue bucket for Mama. He has to help me with just about every household chore. Without him, I'd be lost.
Ashley's struggle with weight began at an early age. Growing up in a household where food was the go-to comfort for any problem, Ashley developed unhealthy eating habits. She started gaining a troubling amount of weight at the age of 6 after being abandoned by her mother and sexually abused by her babysitter's husband. Can you blame her for turning to food for solace when her childhood was marred by such traumatic experiences? When the world outside is tough, that bag of chips starts looking like a best friend.
My parents got a divorce when I was 5 years old. After the divorce, my mom took my siblings and I with her, but she was never around because of her drug addiction. So we spent a lot of time at the babysitters. When I was 6, my babysitter's husband started molesting me. If my mother had been paying attention, I think she could have changed a lot of stuff that was going on. But as the oldest one, I felt like I had to protect my brother and sister because they were really little. So I let it happen to me.
Her weight gain escalated during her teenage years, fueled by emotional eating, high school drama, family issues, and just the everyday stress of being a teen. All of it pushed her closer to food. Imagine trying to navigate teenage angst while battling a food addiction. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. And let's be honest, when you're a teenager, everything feels like the end of the world. Might as well drown your sorrows in a pint of ice cream, right?
And I felt like I had no one to protect me. So I started to turn to food to deal with it all. My mom essentially chose drugs and that lifestyle over watching her kids grow up. So I developed my own addiction. Mine was just with food. But things did get better when I was 8 years old because my mom dropped me and my siblings off at my dad's, and she was out of my life for 13 years.
Let's talk about Ashley's eating habits. You think your midnight snack binges are bad? Ashley's were next level. Breakfasts that could feed a family, lunches that made buffet tables look sparse, and dinners that left no leftovers. Fast food, junk food, sugary snacks. You name it, Ashley ate it. It wasn't just eating, it was a full-blown love affair with food. If food were a person, they'd be planning their wedding.
When you turn to food for everything, it's a very hard addiction to break. I don't eat that many times during the day, but when I do eat, I eat enough for 2 or 3 meals. My plate alone could probably feed a family of 4. But for that bit of time while I'm eating, it makes everything just disappear. It's like a calm that washes over me. It's my comfort. To me, food is like sex.
After giving birth to her son, Patrick, Ashley initially lost 95 pounds, inspired by the need to be a better mother and avoid abandoning her son like her own mother had done. However, the weight soon crept back, proving how deeply ingrained her unhealthy relationship with food was. It's like giving up smoking and then deciding to work in a cigarette factory. Temptation everywhere.
20 tenders, the meal, and rolls instead of biscuits. Thank you.
It's a comfort. It's been a comfort ever since I was young. When you're eating, it's like nothing else matters. Food doesn't judge. It's the only thing that comforts me, and I need it. But I know at the same time, it's gonna kill me. I don't want to lose my life, and I don't want to lose the things that make me happy. I'm throwing my life away for food.
Desperation led Ashley to the one and only Dr. Nowzaradan. If you don't know Dr. Now, you're probably new here. This guy is a weight loss wizard, but he's got the bedside manner of a drill sergeant. When Ashley decided to make that pilgrimage to Houston, she was ready for a change, or at least she thought she was. Imagine walking into a lion's den armed with nothing but a smile.
You're 725 pounds. Tell me why you think your weight has gotten this high.
I eat too much. When I sit down and actually have a meal, I eat enough for probably 3 or 4 regular people. And it's like I never get full, and a lot of times I eat for comfort.
Who does the grocery shopping?
We make a list and my husband goes in for me.
Ashley has created an environment where she can deal with life without constantly eating. Now that she is over 700 pounds, she's not very functional on her own.
Ashley's first meeting with Dr. Now was, shall we say, eye-opening. She walked into his office and he didn't mince words. He told her straight up that her weight was a ticking time bomb. Dr. Now doesn't sugarcoat things, which is ironic considering sugar was Ashley's biggest enemy. He laid out the cold, hard facts: lose weight or face severe health consequences. It's like getting hit by a truck, but the truck is driven by truth.
So you need to understand that you are in a dangerous situation. At your weight, every part of your body is under strain just to function. And at this point, you're not going to make it much beyond 30. You both have to change now because you don't have any time left. Her home dynamic and her eating habits are going to be extremely hard to break. But she needs to realize that she has no choice.
Dr. Now advised Ashley to cut her caloric intake drastically. No more junk food, no more soda, no more late-night binges. He gave her a diet plan that looked like it was designed for a rabbit. But hey, drastic times call for drastic measures. He also recommended physical activity, which for someone Ashley's size was no walk in the park. More like a hike up Mount Everest.
You need to understand how serious this is right now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any questions? All right. I'll see y'all later.
I know it's going to be hard, but at least he'll accept me as a patient. Hearing Dr. Now talk about everything that my weight is doing to my body puts it in perspective that I can't just put it off until tomorrow anymore.
Ashley's first attempt at following Dr. Now's advice was rocky. Old habits die hard, and for Ashley, they were practically immortal. She struggled with the diet, often slipping back into her comfort food routines. Her first follow-up visit showed minimal progress. Dr. Now was not pleased. Imagine disappointing your sternest teacher, but instead of detention, your health is on the line. It's like getting a bad report card and realizing you can't just hide it in your backpack.
All right, man, let me get a ultimate bacon cheeseburger. Make it a large. You want the salad or you just want the chicken plains? Okay.
I'm trying to find something healthy, but Jake hasn't tried it all. And it's really hard. I'm eating a piece of chicken and he's eating, a hamburger. I wish I had more of his support. But when I got in this process, I knew that it was gonna be difficult. And I knew that I was gonna have to have the willpower to say,
Wait, enjoying the story so far? Give us a thumbs up and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We would love to hear what you think about her journey so far. And do not forget to share this video with your friends who need some inspiration today. Let's continue. The second visit was a turning point. Ashley, realizing the gravity of her situation, started taking the program seriously. She managed to shed some pounds, and Dr. Now saw a glimmer of hope. He acknowledged her progress, but reminded her that this was just the beginning. It's like climbing a mountain and realizing you've only reached the first base camp. Still a long way to go, but hey, at least you're not at the bottom.
Dr. Nowzaradan wanted me to lose 50 pounds and get under 675. And I hope I've done that. I need this surgery more than anything right now.
667.
I'm kind of in shock, but I'm so excited right now.
Hello. How y'all doing?
Good.
So you lost some weight, huh?
Yes, sir.
60 pounds?
By the third visit, Ashley had made significant strides. She had lost enough weight to be considered for surgery. Dr. Now was cautiously optimistic. He scheduled her for the gastric bypass surgery, but not without a stern warning. This surgery is a tool, not a solution. You can hand someone a hammer, but it doesn't mean they can build a house. It's like giving someone a map to buried treasure, but forgetting to tell them about the booby traps.
What I'm doing here today to be there with him, but I know anything can go wrong, and that terrifies me right now. But I'm just praying that it's all gonna be okay.
Big deep breath. Take good care of you, okay?
Today we're attempting to do gastric bypass on Ashley. But this is going to be a very high-risk surgical procedure because she's extremely obese and we have to be very careful with her.
Ashley underwent gastric bypass surgery, which involved making a small pouch from the stomach and connecting it to the small intestine. This procedure helped immensely by ensuring that swallowed food entered the pouch and then was directed into the small intestine, bypassing most of the stomach and the first section of the small intestine. The surgery was a game changer. The procedure itself was successful, and Ashley's body started transforming. But surgery is just the beginning. It's like getting a fresh start on a video game level you've been stuck on. You still have to play the game.
Room light off. With the gastric bypass, we drastically reduce the size of the stomach to limit the amount of food that patient can eat in one set. We also reroute the intestine so they can absorb less of what they eat. The result is the patient will lose weight quickly.
It's very stressful, but we're here to support Ashley. This is about her future, her health.
I have concerns about Ashley having the surgery. I know that anything can happen because of her size.
If they're not rich, you may have to put them at home.
Post-surgery, Ashley's progress was a mix of triumph and challenges. She had to adapt to her new lifestyle, which wasn't easy. Imagine craving a pizza, but knowing a single slice could derail your progress. The temptation was everywhere. But Ashley pushed through. She started incorporating more physical activity into her routine, even taking short walks, small steps that felt like giant leaps.
It's been a month since my surgery, and there's been a lot of changes in our lives. It's been hard recovering, but I was so glad I was able to get the bypass and make the progress that I have. And I'm able to start doing more around the house. So Patrick can just focus on starting school and just being a kid. Pat, you ready to get up? It's your first day of school. I always dreaded the day he'd start school because I thought I would be alone and I wouldn't be able to do anything around the house.
A few months post-surgery, Ashley faced an emergency gallbladder surgery, which was a setback. But she didn't let this stop her. She shared in a 2018 Where Are They Now? Special that she had moments of giving into her cravings, but managed to get back on track. I just ended up giving in to gaining again and then had to get back on track, she said. This is where Ashley's sheer willpower shone through. She adopted strategies to curb her cravings by taking a moment to assess how she was really feeling.
Right now, I'm taking Ashley to emergency surgery. Talking to her husband, it seems like she's been dealing with a lot of anxiety now that her eating habit is limited. And as a result, she may be abusing her pain medication. That's never a good situation, but with a bypass, it's worse. Taking high doses of pain medication can do a lot of damage to her stomach. She could have a perforated ulcer, and this could be a life-threatening situation for her right now. We can turn the room light off.
By the end of her journey, Ashley had lost a significant amount of weight. Over the span of 2 years, she dropped 350 pounds, an incredible feat considering where she started. That's over 48% of her peak body weight. Ashley's journey was far from over, but she had taken the most critical steps toward a healthier future. It's like watching a superhero origin story. You know the best is yet to come. Ashley's journey is truly a testament to the power of perseverance and resilience. If you've been inspired by her story, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
We're trying to incorporate some vegetables into our diet and different things. Vegetables aren't my favorite, but I'm trying to incorporate them in there because Ashley's worked so hard. I love her, and I'm doing this for her.
So is squash.
Good?
I'm just so thankful my family's committed to this with me, because I know I couldn't keep doing this on my own. I know I've been making good progress, and I'm excited to see if I hit my goal of losing 225 pounds.
470.